true.
Good day.
Welcome back, everybody. We had a bit of a snafu here, which was the computer froze again, like it always does.
What we did was we found this safe spot.
Safe spot. You talked about the lady with your dragon stuff getting unlocked.
Yeah, we found a female doctor that is possibly connected to the same master we serve.
It's basically yes, it is, because we just saw the remnant thing. So.
We found a immortal
swordsman
who lets you train with them, and a coin purse.
We also got a bunch of items. We also talked to the guy. We get information, so we have now. We know that there's a castle with a kind of a flamethrower in a way. You know, with a weapon. So I guess let's just go fight the boss then. I mean, there's nothing else to do now, right?
I mean, there's plenty that we could do, but
yeah, I got
that would get boring after a while.
Yeah, true. Oh, I didn't just get a magic deck, by the way. I did get a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, if you probably saw. Yeah, I got the Gates of the Underworld.
Huh?
I got the... For Yu-Gi-Oh, I got Gates of the Underworld, the deck. And I did figure out a couple of things of the rules, though.
Yeah.
From the newer rule stuff. I don't know about the whole chain links yet, or the whole pointing arrow stuff yet. But I did figure out what pendulums do.
So you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes, I am. I did figure out pendulums, how they work. It's a little confusing, I get it. But it's basically like, do you play it as a spell, or do you play it as a monster first and foremost? And then depending on, like, leveling and system and shit. What was that sound? Oh, it's just big guy.
Yeah. Anyway, you were talking about pendulums.
The pendulum stuff actually, hold on a second. Can you grab me my, the Yu-Gi-Oh deck in there real quick? Okay, I got the roll buckets in here. It'll help explain that a bit better. Do you know what, I'll explain in a sec. Alright. With pendulums, there's a red crystal and there's a blue crystal. Blue crystal basically is part of the spell category, and the red one is basically monsters. Now, when you play it as a spell, it goes near the extra deck / field, so field placement, and it goes, and then there's a monster. You place it.
Nope.
Huh? What are you talking
nope.
about? The big guy?
I triggered the big guy.
How did you trigger him? Walk too close?
Yeah.
Oh boy. He sees you. You're getting out of that one. Yeah, that's a boss battle thing. So, how pendulums work is that basically it's a card that's like basically a blend of monster or a spell card. So, when you play this card as a spell card in your pendulum zone, this is effective as a spell. Basically, okay, there's two types of like categories. There's the middle, the bottom one where you normally would see the abilities and everything and the attack and defense points. That's your monster effect. The top box is your spell effect.
Okay.
So, and the scale, which is called a pendulum scale, is the number that determines which monsters can be special summoned based off of the number. So it's basically like, for example, I think... hang on, let me read this myself real quick, because it's been a week since I read it. Once per turn during your main phase, declare that you're a Pendulum summon. Check your Pendulum scales on the side of your 2 Pendulum monster cards. Then special summon as many monsters as you want in your hand and extra deck, whose levels are between those of the Pendulums. Basically, for example, if you have 1 and 8, that means 2 through 7 can be special summoned.
Okay.
So you need like 2 Pendulum cards at once to special summon anything. So, yeah. So, it's a little confusing, but you need 2 Pendulum cards, one for a spell and one for the monsters. But they don't take up a monster or spell slot, so they're their own separate slots.
Okay.
So basically you can have 6 monsters out at once. And 6, well actually 7 because the field spell counts as its own separate thing. So you can have a field spell, a pendulum spell, a pendulum monster, 5 monsters, and either 5 spells or traps. So you have a whole lot of variety. So pendulum did that make any sense to you? In a way?
No.
No, I understand it doesn't make any sense, but it's... Alright, the blue crystal is basically your spell. It's basically like, okay. It is a little tricky to explain it though, but it's one of those things you just have to see for yourself to actually understand it.
1 second. This is the cannon guy. Give a good look at him and he's dead.
Alright. So I'll just read from the top though. I'll just read the entire top and see if you can figure this out. Pendulum Monsters cards are a new kind of card that blends the line between monsters and spells. They can be summoned as monsters to attack or defend, or you can activate them as spell cards in your Pendulum zones to activate extra special abilities and allow you to Pendulum summon. Basically, do you want them as a spell or do you want them as a monster?
Okay.
That's the first thing you want to do. Now the Pendulum effect is basically when you play this card as a spell card in your Pendulum zone, this is an effect. Some Pendulum monsters may not have Pendulum effects, so some of them may or may not, depending on if they do or not. It's basically the box that's like, it's the top box of text. The pendulum scales is basically like the numbers with the crystals in it. So the pendulum scale is a number that determines which monsters you can special summon during a pendulum summon. The pendulum scale, well, that's an example of the pendulum scale 1. Then there's the monster effect, which is basically the normal box that you would think. When you play this card as a regular monster card, this is its effect. Some pendulum monsters cards may not have monster effects. So it depends. Like, for example, let's say that the monster does not have a special ability as a monster. Like the pendulum card does not have an ability as a monster, but as a spell, it's really useful. So really, do you play this as a monster or do you play this as a spell first and foremost?
Okay.
That's the first major thing you want to learn. During your main deck phase, you can activate pendulum monster cards as spell cards in your pendulum zones. After you have one in each pendulum zone, you can pendulum summon a horde of monsters. Step 1.
Ah!
You fell when you tried to grapple, didn't you?
No. Some of the grapples are swing grapples.
You got me guessing.
And I accidentally hit one from a bad angle.
So you swing off the ledge.
Yes.
Oh my god. I wish I could have saw that instead of reading this. Okay, so once per turn during your main phase, you can declare that at your pendulum summon. So basically you have to declare it during your main phase. Check the pendulum scales on the sides of your 2 pendulum monster cards. Basically, do they actually, depending on the numbers and everything, on both of the pendulum cards. So you need 2 of them out at once. Then you can special summon as many monsters as you want in your hand deck, whose levels are between the pendulum scales. So, for example, 1 and 8. So you can summon any monsters from 2 to 7.
Alright. And do you summon one, or anything leading up to that?
You can summon 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7.
So long as it fits the
2 different numbers.
Numerical value.
It needs to be in between the numbers then. So, but it can't be the numbers themselves, is what it's saying. Whenever one of your Pendulum monsters are on the field, regardless of which zone it's in, or even it as a monster or not, would be sent to the graveyard. Place it face up on your extra deck instead. You can Pendulum summon it back to the field. Like, basically, it's kind of like a commander in it's kind of like a commander from Magic.
Okay.
But you can play it as either a spell or a monster, though. So yeah, what it does. So what it is basically, you either summon it as a monster or a spell. Well, if you have 2 of them at once, you can special summon 4 different monsters, depending on the number between them, and then you can actually, and you can summon it back later if it dies out. So, but I think if it's a monster though.
Okay.
So if you play it as a monster, it's one thing now.
Interesting.
It is an interesting concept, and once you figure it out, I think it actually opens the game up a lot more. So, honest to God, I don't think it actually sounds ridiculous at all. It just sounds like it sounds a little confusing, yes, but I think once you get you basically take the information it says in the rule book and then break it down to its simplest form, it's easy to understand a bit.
Always.
But I think we need to practice a bit more. Now, do you know XYZ monsters, like XYZ monsters? They're introduced in the 4th series.
I see.
They're the black monsters though, like the ones,
yeah.
You know how they have blue and then purple for the pinkish purple color for fusions and rituals. Well, the ZXY monsters, basically if you have 2 of the exact same monsters that have the exact same level as one of the monsters, the ZXY monsters are in your extra decks. And you summon them by basically having the right type of materials, which is basically the materials need to be face up on the field. You need to stack them both on top of each other, and then you take that monster and you put it on top of the 2 on a stack. So you need at least enough material, basically and when the monster material tells you that attached as a material, take one of the stacked material cards beneath this and put it in your graveyard. Basically, it's one of those things where I would have to see it in action to get a grasp of it, but it sounds like just basically kind of like a different type of extra monster.
Yeah.
You've seen 5Ds, haven't you?
What?
Have you seen 5Ds
no.
The motorcycle one?
Nope.
They have the synchronized monsters in here now, which is the white monsters in the extra decks. Basically, you need a tuner monster, one tuner monster and one non-tuner monster, and then what you do is that you sacrifice those 2 monsters in a way, basically, and what they do is that you special summon a tuner monster with the same level that's equal to both of the monsters you just sacrifice.
Okay.
So if you sacrifice a level 3 tuner and a level 2 monster, you get a level 5 synchronized monster. In a way, they sound confusing, but it's really not. You just have to get used to it and everything. I don't even need to explain fusion monsters or ritual monsters. Those are pretty much self-explanatory.
Yep.
Tributes and all this other stuff. How spells work. Everything else is pretty standard. The only thing I have not figured out is the arrow stuff and the chain links. I have not figured that out. I don't know if the arrow stuff is the chain links. Are they?
Yeah, those are the links.
Oh, those are the links? Okay, I've not figured out how chain links work. So I am still confused on that.
Now, let's see if I can't avoid messing this up again.
Are you gonna try to get past Big Boy? I think you have to beat him. Yeah, he's a boss you can't avoid. Oh, you can avoid him!
Can't avoid my ass. I'm a ninja, not a knight. I'll avoid whoever I can.
Yeah, you see the fog?
Huh?
You see the fog on top of the building?
Yeah.
That means we can't. We have to beat him. He's a boss.
I know.
Oh, you just gotta get rid of him.
I'm trying to find if there's a fire ninja tool anywhere.
Oh, that's right. He's trying to get it.
Yeah.
Go check a map for that. Oh shit! He's always. Does it have any items that are for?
Nope.
None.
Nope.
Is this the castle he told you about, though?
This... no.
Big guy fall down. He'll follow you, apparently.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh shit! That's gonna be a jump. Can't you just keep throwing showcase at him though?
If I had enough, I could.
Wait, what do you mean you don't have enough? You don't have infinite supply of them?
You can't carry enough to blink them down.
Oh, okay. Have you tried fighting him regularly though?
Huh?
Have you tried fighting him regularly?
Not yet.
Let's say. Go to no.
Grab attacks.
Oh, nice!
Oh boy! That was a good one.
Oh shit. Oh shit, man. Oh, he tried to drop kick your ass. I think you got something going on here. Oh shit, that was close. Oh, pile driver! Can you revive?
Yeah.
Can't sneak up on him.
I don't think you can do that with bosses.
No, and mini bosses doesn't look like it. Oh, I see what you mean by you don't have enough.
Yeah.
Now I see it.
Your maximum is 15. Whoa! What happened there?
I don't know.
Lost control of the camera, that's what happened. Because I'm a moron.
You can smell it is what it is. We're gonna do 3.
And I'm out.
Trying to see what you got.
Yes. Show me what you've got. Pocket sand.
You have to get down and fight dirty, man.
Yep.
Oh, he tried to do an elbow attack. Ooh, damn. Damn. Okay, we're gonna have to find that flamethrower next time because holy shit, man. That guy was brutal.
Fighting a wrestler.
Yeah, he's pretty much like wrestling. He just drop kicks, he like did pile drive, he did the elbow slam.
He comes out, rips his shirt off. Yeah!
Yeah, boy! Oh yeah! I'm the cream the crop! Okay, that's how we're gonna end it. With WrestleMania. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye!